analytics group located right here in San Jose, and I'm going to talk to you about several case studies around what we did in this area. So from the title you might wonder, what do I mean by semi-structured data? So I'll start right off with that, and then talk about extracting business value from SEC filings and from insurance claims. And then I'll wrap up, and maybe there'll be time for discussion, or maybe you'll all want to go run off to lunch. So what is semi-structured data? It's somewhere in the middle of a continuum from structured on one end to unstructured on the other end. On the structured end of the continuum, we have a couple of prototypical examples, such as your typical relational database or an Excel spreadsheet with lots of numbers. So usually with structured data, there's a well-defined schema. You pretty much know what you're going to expect to see in each of the columns. There's a well-defined range of values. And if you're looking for answers in that data, it's going to be pretty easy. You know right where to look. On the other hand, on the unstructured end, you don't really know what to expect at all in that data. Examples might be text, video, images, pictures. I'm going to pretty much stick to text in this talk, but I know there's emerging techniques out there for extracting things from all of these other formats as well. But even when you're talking about the text, you might not even know what language it's in, much less what kind of information is in it, what's the category, what's the topic. But in this talk, I'm going to be right here in the middle, talking about semi-structured data. So a typical example there is a form like an insurance form or a bill that you might get in the mail. So here we have some kind of, if there is a schema, it's large, it's complex, it might be changing, or people might ignore it when they create data that's supposed to be in a particular format. A lot of different examples here of that kind of information. Web pages. There is some structure to web pages, but then there's unstructured parts. So, there's some standard things you're used to seeing when you go to an e-commerce site.